Okie dokie, let's see. It's public. Right. Alright, it's live. Okay, there we go. It's actually running. Okie dokie. Perfect. You send link over. Check the audio on that. Hello? Check the audio on that. Oh, okay. No, that works fine. Here we go. Alright. Stream is up. Okie dokie. Alright, starting up the new stream. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a minute or two for everybody else to get on. See who gets on. Let me open this up real quick. Hello, I can hear you. Welcome, Archon Sam. It's a pleasure to have you on. Let's see. So we got one person on. I'm gonna wait a minute or two, see if anybody else gets on, and then I'm just gonna get started real quick. Let me sift through everything. There we go. Background. Alrighty, sure thing. Just remove some of this real quick. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. That was fast. Okay, okay, we got 3 watchers. That was fast. I did not think that was gonna be nearly as quick as it was. Okay. So just like another minute or two, see if anybody else gets on, and then yeah. Let's see. Okay, 3 watchers so far. If it gets to 5, I'm just gonna start. But otherwise, we'll just wait like a minute or two. I should probably post this on the server actually. Oh, my knuckles. Okie dokie. All right, back to 3 viewers. I'm just gonna wait like 1 minute. I should probably put a stream notification up actually. Alrighty. Okay, so seems like that's everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Why is the thumbnail not changed? That's so odd. I could have sworn that was supposed to be different. Okay, so I learned my lesson from last time. We're not gonna be playing any music on stream because that got the stream taken down. But so far, I guess if that's everyone, I guess this puzzle just gets started real quick. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna get started. So thank you for the 2 of you that are watching. It's a big pleasure. Today's going to be a really short stream. I'm just going to do just a quick one for Skrunkle, who decided to commission this one, which was a big help, real support. They decided to play that. Sorry, they decided to pay a bit extra for a priority queue slot, and so I'm just going to get through that right now. Right. So this shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Let me see. What did they say? Archon Sam. Hello. Let me scroll up real quick. So I'm just going to look at what exactly the clothing requirements were. So it was like the white outfit. Or was it not the white outfit? Hang on, I just want to be sure. Out of curiosity, hang on, what was the outfit supposed to be? Since you're here on stream, I can actually, in the meantime, let me just get started on the head. The white bikini, but I'm more divine. Okay, yeah, sure, I can totally do that. Good, bangles and chains, that sort of thing. I can definitely do that for sure. Actually, I think I like that. Here we go. I think I'm gonna have to start with the eyes for her. Yeah, there we go. All right, so first off, just gonna start with the eyebrows real quick. Get onto the nose. It shouldn't be too crazy. How's the expression looking so far? Is this kind of what you were looking for? There we go. Or maybe a bit more like smug, because I think that'd look good, but a little bit too curly. This is a good expression. All right, hang on. Let me see. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more smug. There you go. I think that should be good. Horns come back over here. Oh yeah, TLDR, I'm going to be working really fast. I'd like sketching these out real quick. So let's see. Horn should come down over here, knock back onto the head. Perfect. Leaving that in the little like kind of goo texture over here. See if that adds a little bit of flair. Like a degree of transparency almost. And I suppose, like logically speaking, you'd probably be able to see through the hair to a degree. Which means the horn would be visible from over here to some extent. Made of sapphire. That's interesting. That's really cool. I've never really heard of a character kind of being made of like a rock almost. That's a neat little detail. I do like it though. It's definitely unique. Okay, so more divine, you said. I think I can do that. Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then the chain interlinks between. Based on a gem dragon goddess, based on D&D lore. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, remind me to show you those comics later. I was gonna post them to Twitter, but for some reason Twitter seems like hell-bent on killing my reach today, so I'm just gonna leave that alone for a little bit. I'll probably post something later, but for now I'm just gonna sit it off. You see. Okay, so then I was thinking, ooh, yeah, maybe it's like a band going down, but that's also made of gold. Okay, so I think, did you want a choker? I thought it would look really good, like something like here. And it's like splitting a bit at the seams, because she's probably also really, really sturdy herself. You know what? Sure, sure. Why not? Let's add it in. There we go. So naturally this will all be gold. Let me connect this down here a little bit. So I think the white fabric will be like just very, very fabric-y. We're so bag. Oh, hey, welcome back, Mark. Pleasure to have you on the stream. This is just going to be a quick one today because we have a huge supporter here today who decided to help out the channel and just help out the art and whatnot and, you know, pay a bit extra for like a priority queue placement. So this is definitely a huge help for like continuing art and whatnot because I was actually able to, I've had a lot more time to work on the comics and stuff lately because of that, which has been a joy. Oh gosh, I'm so sleepy right now though. Let me see. Hmm. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe there's like these like golden ribbons almost like coming down. We're gonna keep using this kind of like band sort of thing. Like a modern typo goddess, almost. Almost like some kind of gold fabric. Yeah, it's a huge thing. And seriously, thank you so much, Archon, for, you know, paying a bit extra just to get this done a lot quicker because uh when I get to do these a lot faster, it definitely helps out because I get like a ton of more time to work on just other stuff. There we go. Yeah, here we are. Let me see. Okay, I think that looks good. And then, does this look good, Archon? Like, is this what you're looking for? Something like this? Here we go. I need something down here. Oh, so like, you really, so like exactly like this then. Okay, perfect. That's the ideal. Okay, so down here, I was actually probably thinking of doing some kind of golden signet that's actually holding the whole thing together that I thought would be a really neat little detail. I like the idea of going like really geometric kind of art deco-y with this one. It's amazing, bro. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. So here we go. So yeah, this signet kind of, I don't know what you'd even call this, but it's basically just holding the whole thing there. I'd probably add this one too over here. Why not, actually? Art Deco, yeah. It's nice to see Art Deco is making a comeback. I love that little cross shape too. I was thinking, yeah, I like this kind of like little open square thing that I had down here. I like this little detail because then you can see like where the other one is, where the other one begins. And then, ooh, what if like the fabric actually like is twined beneath that, and then that's where that's where it comes from. Something like this. I love doing kind of outfits like this. Straps, yeah, certainly. Yeah, I love doing outfits that are like kind of divine-y looking. I did a big one, like over the chest and around the waist. Over the chest and around the waist. And a lot of that cross straps too. So like this? Like, is that what you're thinking? It's actually way cooler than. Well, thank you. Clothing design is like my favorite thing ever. If you check out the last stream, I actually did a fit that was very kind of divine-y looking. I was super, 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 super happy with it. Like, I think it came out really nice. But yeah, this is like my favorite thing ever. Like, I love doing clothing design. Clothing design and character design are like both like on my top 10 or like my top 3. I'll send an idea back on Twitter. Hold. Okay, sure thing. No worries. Okay, so that one's good. Get rid of the lines on this one. What's the molecular composition of sapphire, actually? Sapphire molecule. I know it's some kind of... yeah, it's like a complex thing. It's aluminum, basically. What does this pattern look like? Interesting. Okay, so it's triangular, hexagonal. The last design was awesome. Dude, you know, that one was so much fun. I had a ton of fun designing that one. Okay. In which case, I'll do hexagons. Because that's kind of what the sapphire, like, I know that's what the, like, I'm assuming the parent molecule, the aluminum oxide thing, I know that's generally what this looks like. But I think it'd be a nice little thing to show kind of the crystalline structure, like, in the fabric itself. Bestagons, indeed. Hexagons are really fun. I just hate drawing them sometimes. They can be a pain. Okay, so the fabric is in, and I think I'll add another gold band going down here. Ooh, okay, yeah. That looks really good, I think. And then I think that's probably... Oh, right, the tail. I keep forgetting the tails on these. Every time. And yeah, it does kind of go under like that a bit. Add a bit of refraction in there just to show that she's kind of reflecting light. Okay, I think that's good. Ooh, and then it's like a gem almost down here. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe this would be actually like kind of coned out, like a bit like a halberd almost, or like a spear. Ooh, okay, that looks really cool. So I think that's every like major detail that I can think of. I'm sure Archon will be sending something to me on Twitter. Couldn't find a bikini with these kinds of straps. More towards the chin too. More towards the chin. As well as maybe those straps connecting to the bottoms. I'm not sure about that last. Okay, so I could probably connect them to the bottoms. That might be tough. Towards the chin. Towards the chin. Yeah, I'm looking through it. Okay, so straps I could probably do relatively easily like this. I'm not sure what towards the chin would be though. Just like, I think I have an idea, but I just want to be sure. Ooh, and then these could be like, yeah. There we go. So are you looking like for something like this? It might be a little too much detail. Let me see, what did they say? The cups connecting to the top are really deep. Oh. Okay, yeah. So you want it going like over. I could probably do that. Let me see. Yeah, I could do that. This is a big change though. So I can only probably do like one of these at most. So you want it like this, just to be clear. You want it like that. Oh, like that. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, I could do that. That's a lot easier. So you want it like this. Something like that. Sure thing. All right, we can do this. We just block that in and add in another strap down here. All right, I think that covers the lines. If that's good, I'll just move on to color. And then this should be done pretty quick. Well, I'm glad you like it. If that's all good, I'll move on to the color then. I did like the open cups thing you had too. Interesting. Like I could probably pull it down. It's kind of a big change, but I could just do like something like this. The only problem is it might look a bit peculiar with the banding below, but I could try. The really deep ones. Yeah, I could just connect it up here actually. That might just make a bit more sense. I'd just connect it all the way up here. Like that. Perfect. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, in that case, I'll move on to color then. Let me see. Where's my bucket tool? Oh, whoops. Wrong brush. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy right now. Well, I'm really glad that this is coming along how you'd like it to be. Because I always love doing outfits like this. Hey, bro. Hey, Pierre. How you doing, dude? This is just a quick stream. I'm just going to color this one in and then I'll be done. Done for the evening. Is there anything I'm missing here? Yeah, right here. EP is real. Yeah, I'm really sleepy today. I've actually started sleeping a lot better, so I'm beginning to notice that like all that sleep debt is really starting to accumulate now playing Sonic crosswords. That's interesting. I've heard from a lot of people it's pretty fun. Is there anything else? Yeah, here and here. There we go. Okay, this is good for coloring now. Yeah, this is just gonna be a quick stream because Archon over here left a big support for the channel, so I decided to. So we'll basically, I moved him up in the queue in a bit, and so we're gonna be working on this one today. It's just a quick little stream. You know, yesterday was nuts. I was streaming for like 3-4 hours, I think. It was crazy. I've never streamed that much before. Okay, our color palette might be a little saturated. Yeah, I might have to shift the blue over a little to be a bit more intense. Like that. I think this will work. Yeah, Archon has a really neat OC. I can't even lie. It's a really cool OC. Here we go. Okay. Now the bikini. White. This will also be white. Have fun with the stream today. Thank you, Spire. It's like I said, it's a short one today, but I'm definitely having fun with this character. This is a really neat character to do. Especially the outfit. I really like doing these kinds of outfits. These are really fun. Okay. Interesting. So that's actually kind of more of like a tertiary color than anything. Your eyes are green. Or they're actually like teal. Like a very tealish light color. Oh god, I almost tweaked out. For a second I thought I was doing this like on the line art. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Because this is a character where essentially the one color is going to be doing all the work. Those colors are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I was a little worried because I actually deviated from the base color palette that they have, so that's fine with you. But usually I try to go with a color palette that's a bit more like kind of, how do I explain it? Like it makes more sense with the outfit. It's just my NOC, and every time I get it, I get a maze over and over. I get the feeling. It's really nice. Here we go. Okay. This part shouldn't take too long. I just hope that the bucket tool doesn't start tweaking out. I like this sort of gradient vibe from light to dark. Yeah, so I just generally do a lot of my art like this. Like this is just generally how I draw for the most part. And it generally lends itself pretty well to kind of like art palette, like just drawing like color palette experiments like this. So it's definitely a big help. But I really like that I'm really glad that you like it. Really appreciate that. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Thanks, Pierre. Here we go. Okie dokie. Ooh, I had a feeling I was missing something. Damn it. So this part's gonna be really, really deep blue, I think. It's been real fun seeing the color experimentation in real time. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. Color is a thing that's really big in my art, especially like just shape design. I mean, it's kind of big in all art, but I like messing with color. It's fun. Here we go. Okie dokie. I'm not sure what this under kind of bandish area. I suppose I'll just make this the same shade of blue and just play with it from there. Yeah, I'll make it like all like this kind of blue because I think that fits really well. Okay. Interesting. But maybe do more color theory yourself. Yeah, it's definitely worth learning. Like if you can figure it out, it's definitely worth a shot to try. It's a big help in your art. It can help you figure out a ton of stuff. But most importantly, it's just like good to know just generally how color would look in certain lights. Because that's a huge part of what art essentially is. This should be... Ooh, wait, actually. Make that lighter. And then what if the white is actually the variable color instead? And then this becomes more purple, and this becomes way more purple. And then this becomes a lot darker, maybe? Blue? You see. Let me try this. No, too dark. I think the white was fine. Try that. Yeah, generally speaking, if you're gonna mess with color theory, try the best way to expose yourself to colors is just to look at them in nature. That's generally where you get kind of first-hand experience, but there's tons of videos on YouTube that do a really good job at explaining it. I've considered making a video myself, although I don't know if personally I'm skilled enough for that. But I would like to, just generally how I sort of look at colors. Here we go. Okay, this is looking good. Bit brighter. Oh, shit. Okay. This is the part that gets tough. It's balancing these colors. It's always really hard. Actually, wait, maybe it might not be as hard as I thought, actually. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, that looks really nice, actually. What do you think, Archon? How's this so far? Our process basically throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah, that's generally how like a lot of art is. Honestly, it's a pretty good strategy. Generally works pretty well. It's kind of what I do, to be honest. Ooh, wait. Maybe rose gold instead. Ooh, wait, wait, wait. This kind of silvery look, I think, is actually a lot nicer. Looks so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. From a web design perspective, my go-tos are complementary. Try. Oh yeah, that's definitely like that's a pretty solid way of doing it. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Archon, what do you think of the more like silvery kind of look here that I'm going with? Do you think this is a good look for her? I'm in love with this color. Like this is a really pretty color, personally. Hey, thanks, dude. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna darken this part a bit so there's a bit more contrast. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do the chest. So, just wanted to give, yeah, the purple and silver is always a good look. I got somebody who commissioned me to do one of these essentially, and oops, and they had this kind of color palette, like it was very, very purple silvery, and it looked really good. Like I can't even lie, it was very pretty. So I've kind of fallen in love with it slightly. I've been trying to find other pieces to do it in, but it's generally a little hard to find a character that will have this kind of color palette because it's just quite rare, generally speaking. Like blues this in depth are quite rare. Uh, there we go. Oh, okay, that's like perfect, I think. So now I'm just gonna add in the refractions, and then I think this should be good to finish up. I love the purplish. The color's awesome. Like, whoa, thank you. Like, yeah, deep blues are very pretty. I used to be kind of afraid of them, uh, just because they're a bit intimidating, and also I had like a personal thing with them. But I've been starting to get into them a lot more. So I think this should actually be yellow. Yeah, the contrast is just a lot better. But I think this bottom one should be purplish, or maybe this should be teal. Okay, that's a really good look actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, time to add in those refractions, and then we should be done. It shouldn't take long. But either way, thank you so much for the support, Archon. I'm super glad you decided to take a slot. I always love doing these YCHs. They're a ton of fun. They're not too difficult to do, and I get to do a lot of characters while doing them. So, yeah. Okay. I'm really liking this. Stellar's J-Time, mostly purple. Oh, duly noted. This should actually probably be a little bit lighter over here. Honestly, very glad you got a slot. Well, considering how quickly this one filled up, I'm definitely doing a round 5. People have definitely been liking these. Also, what do you think? Refraction or no refraction? Or should we go back to that, like, I'm talking about these, by the way, this like, these lines I'm putting in. Do you like that, or should we go back to how it was before? Just want to know if it suits her or not, mostly. Ooh, wait a sec. Oh, that's like a whole other level of... Okay, that looks good. That looks really nice. Does it look like before? No worries. So this is before. Hang on. This is before. This is after. I personally like this a lot. This is really nice, I think. So I think I'm going to stick with this. So I can get rid of the ref now. And now I can add the dialogue. Oh, wait, I forgot to color in the lines real quick. One sec. This part should add a ton to the piece. Actually, I kind of liked how the red, these lines look actually like really good. It's a good contrast. Okay. Dragon. All right, I think that's good. And now I'm just going to add in the dialogue. So, should I just come up with something, or do you have something you'd like me to add? You DM'd an idea? Sure, let me check it out. So this is the no effects version. This outfit is cute. It feels a little too unfilled. Sure, why not? I think I can actually simplify that if you're fine with that. Let me just try, just so it fits a bit better. But let me up that up to 800 points. It's, and then a little bit loose. Oh, for fuck's sake. Little loose. Here we go. And then I'll just merge all this. Bum. Max that out a bit more. Put that there. Make this bigger too. Ooh, there we go. That's a really nice effect, I think. Okay. So I think this is just about done. Make this blue, and then let me make this the same teal as her eyes. Or actually, no, the lavender color is still really quite pretty. That's a bit too saturated. You know what? I'll just make the same colors as the... There we go. That fits a lot better. And we're done. Okay, so does this look good, Archon? You satisfied with this? If there's any changes or like anything minor, just say. Feel free. Round 4. You love it? Oh, thank God. All right, well, perfect. I'm glad I could get this exactly as you needed. I'll finish this up, and then I'll get working on like some of the alternative versions and whatnot. You know, the one with text, without text, and whatnot. And I'll send that to you later. I gotta head out, but it was lovely having everyone on stream, even if it was just a quick one. And I'm gonna be doing more of these probably throughout the week. So feel free to catch that when you can. Thanks for coming on, everyone.